Ringr from Tenderfoot Electronics is our 4 HP passive transformer-based ring modulator for Eurorack, with 2 separate channels of ring modulation. As it's a 4 HP module, 30mm deep, and draws no current from your power supply, it's a great addition to both small mobile setups, as well as large studio cases. Here we have the inputs for channel 1. Input 1 is the main modulator signal. Input 2 is the carrier signal, and the output is below them. Channel 2 is exactly the same, just mirrored vertically. Patching only one input into input 1, the output will be a slightly distorted, fully rectified version of the input. If we use the SVF1 to produce a sine wave, we can look at it on the oscilloscope. So first, this is our source wave. Now, if we run it through just input 1 of the Ringr, you can see that the wave shape will change. You can see that the wave shape has been rectified, and therefore the frequency is doubled. You'll also notice that the output level has dropped a bit. This is because the module is passive. Now if we take a second sine wave from another SVF1 filter and put it into input 2, we'll get the classic ring modulation sound. If we vary the different input frequencies, you can see what happens to the output. The inputs of the Ringr can accept a wide variety of signals. It doesn't only have to be sine waves or your standard wave shapes. Here we have a little sample, so I'll play it first of all, not going through the Ringr.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross. I'd like to welcome you to the joy of painting.
Sorry if that's a bit loud. Next, we'll run it through just input 1 of the ring modulator. And you'll hear the amplitude drops a bit again, and we get a bit of distortion. Now, if we stick a sine wave into input 2,
I'd like to welcome you to the joy of painting.
now we can do all sorts of things with that effect. Also, if you find that it's clipping a little bit, you can first off run the 2 inputs through attenuators. So let's give that a try and see if it just cleans it up a bit. So we'll take the sine wave and run it through an attenuator. Oh, this cable's going to get in the way. There we go. And run that back into input 2. Now you can hear that that's a little bit cleaner than it was before. If we do the same with the Bob Ross sample, is that going to reach? No, it's not. So we'll get a longer cable for that. run it over to the attenuator, and then back into input 1. And turn the volume down a bit. Now you can hear that running those two inputs through an attenuator has really cleaned up the output quite a lot. Now, because the module is passive, there will be a slight drop in the output amplitude. To combat this, you can either boost the signal or you can just mix everything else down before going into your master mixer. Patching different wave shapes into the inputs can give you wildly different results at the output. And when sent through a VCA with an envelope generator, here we're using the hike as our envelope generator, you can get all sorts of tones out of the ring mod, including this very bell-like tone. If you're interested in the Ringr or any of our other Eurorack modules, check out the Tenderfoot website at www.tenderfootelectronics.com. And feel free to get in touch with us via the contact form or email address on the website. Thanks for watching.